Hello. Hello. Close this. It's really awkward if it's open. Alright, so. Oh my god. As you probably noticed, I've come out of the closet. Alright, so if you only have like 15 minutes of your time to spare. Jeez, coming out of that closet took like a lot. Took a lot of my. Let me close the door. So if you have 15 minutes to spare, that'd be awesome. I'm doing this one take or whatever, so there's that. Yeah, so I'm here today with you to tell you something really important because you mean a lot to me. Like, you mean so much to me. I don't have a lot of friends. My family lives really far away, so this is an issue and a topic that I had in my mind and my heart for about over a year now. So I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm asexual, or ace. It's a shorter way, but it means the same thing. It basically means that I have no sexual attraction with men or women. It's kind of like the opposite of bisexual, and it's not being straight. Like, it's hello cat. So that's the thing. There's like a lot of resources for any other details you want to know. Like finding the one or something. That's like a thing people say. I don't need anyone. Okay, I only need my cat and my camera and you. Okay, let's just be real. Okay, he's gonna need me. But I don't really need anyone. I've met people who I really like. They're more like friends. Like, that's the thing. I've had crushes. Asexual people can have crushes. They can also love. Like, having a love. What? Loving someone is different from having like physical intercourse with someone. Obviously, I want to leave. Okay. And that's one thing. Like, there's different kinds of love, like platonic love, loving of a cartoon or something. I don't know. And that's the love I experience every single day. I might cry, you might cry. That's fine. Grab a tissue box, whatever. But I'm not gonna stop this. I'm gonna keep going. We're only like 3 minutes in. Let's go. It's just something I've had in my brain. I like wrote a poem about it just to be sure. And the first time I ever heard about asexuality was from an underclassman. When I was in 10th grade, I was in theater and I was working with other kids. I'm really small. There we go. I was with younger kids, 9th and 10th grade. And this underclassman, I don't know what kind of conversation we were having, but we were like working with like, we were trying to make forks, I think, and spoons and knives. Out of paper, because that's what we do. We were doing Beauty and the Beast, so we were doing that. And I remember vividly, she was telling me that she was asexual, and then I was like, oh, that's the thing where you self-reproduce, and then, like we laughed it off. You're like, haha, no, that's not it. Like, I didn't know what it was then. It then kind of struck me. It struck me to where I was like, wow, that sounds really interesting, and I want to learn more. And the reason I didn't come out sooner was because I needed to learn all the facts I could. Any of that stuff. So cute. And because it wasn't on my mind back then, like, it was something I haven't really thought about. I was focusing on school, focusing on other things. it just came to me when, like, I think it came back to me when I was just browsing the internet, and I think I started going on Tumblr back then, around that time, about a year ago, during my junior year. There were other asexual resources that I came across on, and then I just wanted to see. I just want to check it out. It just comes to me, and no, it's not a choice. Like, celibacy and abstinence, those are a choice. You know, you become celibate when you want to, like, save for marriage. You don't want to have sex because you want to save for marriage. So those are different. I'm not sexually attracted to anyone. And I know I'm, like, all over the place, but that's how my mind goes. Like, the first thing that comes in my mouth, it's what's gonna happen. So I'm not sexually attracted to anyone, really, honestly. And I came across this when I was in, like, middle school or whatever, and One Direction came out, and all my youth friends, they want to, like, see One Direction, and, like, and buy all their stuff. Like, I don't want to do this. This is kind of dumb, but okay. I wanted to try. Like, I wanted to connect with them some way, and that was through One Direction. Good job, One Direction. You helped me come out. Thanks, One Direction. And like they wanted to go to their concerts, and I was like, I'm not into this. So then I started, like, going on their Twitter, like their official page, and then the individual guys' page. I was like, this is really dumb and stupid and pointless. I don't really understand what's going on. And then, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Zayn left One Direction, and then this girl in my class, my math class, she was like crying her eyes out, like there's no hope in the world. And I was like, what? I don't understand. Why? What happened to Zayn? I know Zayn's a black-haired guy. He's like the one with the tattoos and the better singer, apparently. Or I don't know. Is that Harry? No, Harry's the cute one. I don't know. And I was like, oh, too bad. I don't know. It's hard to sympathize with these people. And then there's, like, how young teenage girls or whatever, they go through, like I had, like, a lot of subscriptions to, like, what was it, 17 or Teen Vogue, and they're like how to get this guy, or how to impress the guy, or whatever. And they had, like, pictures of hot guys. And I looked at these pictures, I'm like, okay, I can see it. It's like art. Looking at a beautiful man or woman is like looking at art. You see it, but you don't want to have sex with it. That's the difference. That's what I feel whenever, like, people swoon over celebrities like Channing Tatum or Chris Pratt. Like, yeah, it's there. It's there, it's nice, it's good. Yep, I just don't want to have sex with it. Yeah. Like, that's the thing people do. Like, oh, okay. And then there's this thing, the sex scenes in movies and TV shows. I watch Orange is the New Black. They have a lot of those, and, like, gotta admit it, it's, yeah, okay, I see. Cause, like, I'm in film, I have to know this stuff. I have to know, like, every aspect and every genre, or whatever, any story, plot, details. And sex is a very common one, and love is a very common one. So, you know, I look at this, and then there's Deadpool. I look at, like, all of those kind of movies. I saw Zoolander where there's an orgy. It was hilarious. It was like this is great. This is really unusual and kind of messy, but it's great. And it's like, people have trouble watching sex scenes with their parents. That's me all the time, no matter what. Like, I don't know, I watched Deadpool. It was hard for me to look because, no, they were having sex, but it was like a really funny scene also, and I can't miss it because it's like one of their iconic scenes. And Zoolander, the orgy was an iconic scene. Orange is the New Black, iconic sex scenes, and they write it really well. Like, I will not lie, they write it so well, and then it amazes me how they write sex scenes well. So that's another thing. Like, I see it more of an art form than an actual bodily like of arousal. I can't even say it right. I don't even know what's going on. Arousal. It's in my head, it's spelled right. I can't say it. And that's one thing. Like, body parts, like penises and vagina, they don't really faze me. They're just like, I mean, they're really funny to me. Like, I don't know. It's really childish, but that's how I see it. The video's almost over, but I'm just gonna keep going until I run out of things to say. And then there's like me with writing and me with movie making. I tried to make, I'm planning to have an asexual male in one of these stories that I've written for like, what was it, 5 years at least? Working on this one story. I know people work on like multiple stories, but never finish it. I have this one story that I just want to get off my chest, and I want to perfect it. It's like really biblical and kind of over the top. It's supposed to be, the main character is supposed to be asexual, and I'm trying to like present that to the world. And asexuality is not a very common thing. In fact, like less than 1% or at least 1% of all LGBT people are asexual. That's a very small percentage compared to gays or lesbians or bisexuals or even transgender. And there's this thing with Orlando this month in June. Like really struck me. Of all the attacks, 9/11, what was the recent one? France. That one in Orlando struck me the most. That kind of brought me down a lot. And also when I remember June 26th. That was again during Pride Month, and again the court allowed same-sex marriage throughout the United States. And of course there are states like Kentucky or whatever who would like say no, that's not a thing, because people put religion over government, and you should not do that. You should put religion and government in separate bowls. These are bowls. It's religion, this government. They don't touch. Okay, you can't do that. And that's another thing. I am pro-choice because of that. Like, parents bug me about having kids, and it's not my thing. I never want kids. I'm like, nope. I'd rather adopt. There's like so many kids without parents. I'll take those kids in. Why would I bring more kids that I don't want? Like, yeah, and I'm not ready. So that's another thing. I can't just have children, little children, before a healthy, stable, and did I say healthy? Healthy, stable, and what's it called? What's it called? Not healthy. Trust. I can't have kids before a healthy, stable, and trustworthy relationship. That's not how society works. If I do that, I'll probably go to hell. Even if I'm asexual and part of the LGBT community, I'll probably go to hell because of that. Even if I was straight, I'll probably go to hell. So there's another thing. If you're homophobic, and I've told you this, and you don't agree with anything I'm saying right now, that's fine. That's fine. Because I still love you. matter past, present, future. I'll always love you. I don't have a long life. I doubt it. I haven't lived for long, I admit it. But you've always been with me. And that's just how I live. I live for other people. I live for my grandma. I only wanted good education for me. And the best. And you have to deal with it also. I don't know how long this video might cut out. But I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thanks. Even if you hate all of this, how I feel about myself.